Bert. Great set. Next up, we have Ant Fujinaga.
Hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? I've been trying to make it so you can see my instrument of torture, but it's tricky. I've got the computer on a button. I know you can't see my face, but that's not... I mean, my face doesn't matter. I think...
What's bad? There you go.
Right. So...
There's a person there.
Sorry?
You need to know there's a person there.
Oh dear. Well, the person is here, so yeah. Anyway, well, you've seen it once. You don't have to see it again. That's why I love the mask. You know, like, oh, you don't have to see my face. Well, what I was thinking was the following. Basically, in my host culture, so I live in America, negativity is generally considered bad. And something to be avoided. However, in Britain and to some extent in Italy, those are my actual, my kind of native cultures. Negativity is often considered a source of amusement. So I thought I would play a bunch of cheerfully negative songs. Here is one that I made earlier this month. It's called "One of Us Was Wrong." And it's about believing destructive criticism of oneself, especially when one is young, and then realizing later that the person who was perpetrating the destructive criticism may have been an idiot who knew nothing about us and may have been wrong. So there we go. So, sorry. So one of us was wrong. Sorry about all the whatnots. All rise, welcome to the kangaroo court. I'm the prosecutor and the judge as well. You've been convicted of sundry misdemeanors. Leaping to conclusions is a task at which I excel. And it now occurs to me that I need not wallow in self-loathing on your authority. Neither of us had entertained the plausible possibility that your judgment was deficient, you pompous, blethering fool. Sleepless long nights, floundering by gaslight, painfully wondering what I did wrong, assuming by default that everything was my fault. What if your assessment was incorrect all along? You are not an oracle. What you posited as axiomatic was hypothetical. What is unpleasant must be true, a habit of insecurity. I was gullible, you were fallible, you pompous, blethering fool. Wary of self-serving wishful thinking, I have a paucity of self-respect. While you're too dim to know your limitations, you're a poster child for the Dunning-Kruger effect. Your opinion doesn't count. You've sat on your high horse long enough. Would you graciously dismount? You're sadly underqualified. I don't give a toss about your thoughts on the matter. They don't matter, you pompous, blethering fool. Sorry about the mistakes. I didn't have time to even make a set list, and I just sort of
Love it.
Didn't notice. We didn't even notice.
Okay. And the next one is another new song, and the bits which are rhythmically weird are in 13. Most of it is in 4. It's called The Bar's Revenge. It's very new, so I'll probably mess it up as well. It's about not pissing off people who might write songs about you. So. Don't cheese off your tax accountant or those who prepare your food. They have ways to make you pay if you're gratuitously rude. There's another demographic with whom caution is advised. Kick them in the feelings and your claws may be immortalized. Treat those the muses have blessed with your respect and regard. What would possess you to get on the wrong side of a bard? Would you have your foibles documented for posterity, cast in the convenient format of a catchy melody? We suggest you show restraint, no matter how much you deplore us. Strangers may excoriate you when they join the jaunty chorus. Treat us, the muses are blessed, with due respect and regard. What would possess you to get on the wrong side of a bard? Anything you can scathe, we can scathe better. 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 Even if you only harass those who cannot versify with a different clientele, the hazards may diversify. Victims may retaliate through cyber stalking or carkeying. You may have to play it safe and be a decent human being. Anything you can scathe, we can scathe better. 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 La da 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 la la la, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. Treat those the muses are blessed with due respect and regard. What would possess you to get on the wrong side of a bard? So there you go. And okay, next next is the minor irritation waltz. These are all songs that I usually don't play because they're negative and people here don't like negative things. So okay, so I'm out of practice. after they've used it for stirring their tea. Some set used cutlery on a clean table, not back on their used plates mysteriously. Some talk while chewing and spray their interlocutors with the noisome particles of partially digested food. Some interrupt interesting conversations with trite observations which ruin the mood. Side to side, as if Brownian motion directed their feet. Anyone swifter, deprived of a fast lane, is forced off the pavement and into the street. Some take 2 seats when they travel alone, then won't switch with a pair who must consequently sit apart. Some drown out films with a barrage of commentary as their contribution to cinematic art. As for handshaking, I don't understand it. It's clearly a vector for pathogen spread. The world makes us touch dirty things frequently, so why not greet each other by bowing instead? These minor irritants are not lethal intoxicants, but may be accelerants on our journey to the tomb. Because I endure them all without spewing vitriol, the surges of cortisol might hasten my doom. My sprogs were orphaned, it would be a shame if I kick the bucket for no obvious reason. They'll have their suspicions on what was to blame. By way of an epitaph, they'll carve on my cenotaph the following paragraph: when my time has come, it was the handshakers, the 2-seat uptakers, the crude masticators, the cutlery contaminators, the bland small talk stalkers, the film over talkers, the slow zigzag walkers who don in a mom. All right, and now we haven't got much left. You know what? Since we haven't got much left, I'll just do. Let me see. Sorry, trying to find a super short song. I think Roadwork in the Morning is very short, but I can't. Or how about? Sorry. The more I look, the more I. Roadwork in the Morning. Okay, yeah. Roadwork in the Morning is quite short, and it's negative and cheerful as well. Oh, what a dream. This could be literature if I remember all the details. It might find a publisher. Then screeches reminiscent of lightsabers in a duel wrest me from the arms of Morpheus. How vulgar and how cruel. Roadwork in the Morning, why do they do it? They were forced into it, I dimly intuit. I cannot salvage the tale which gave me such delight. The stone flung in the ball of night has put those dreamy rays to flight. And earplugs are uncomfortable and thus of little use, and a face already ghastly turns them over shade of pews. Roadwork in the Morning, why do they do it? They were forced into it, I dimly intuit. They stay 2 hours, then suddenly they're gone. Is there a pressing reason to start working at the crack of dawn, when they could work from noon to 2 or even 2 to 4? Is this just a show of power from the boss and nothing more? Roadwork in the morning, why do they do it? They were forced into it, I dimly intuit. Who is upstream of this cascade of unnecessary and smug supererogatory matutinal cacophony? If such officious martinets could be eliminated, the workers and the dreamers could all be emancipated. Roadwork in the morning, why do they do it? They were forced into it, I dimly intuit. Roadwork in the morning, why do they do it? They were forced into it, I dimly intuit. All right, there we go.
Nice.
I made it in time.